My cats keep opening the door to come in and out of the room. So if you hear the heater, that's why. Sorry. Hi friends, and welcome to my video. Welcome to my video. You are in my video. Welcome to my video. You are in my video. Okay, today what we're going to be talking about are my favorite products of 2019, and I'm just going to kind of go through them by category and just kind of group them all together, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about that today, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to start with base products and, you know, like do primers, foundations, blah, 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 onward, like that I would, in the order that I would normally do my routine. I'm not going to talk about brushes because everybody uses different brushes for whatever they want to. So, that just, well, that's not true. I have a standout brush I will talk about. Yeah, we'll just get into this. So, the first category would be primers. And I have a few mentions here. Gotta move this over here. My desk is an entire mess right now. So I don't have one of my packages, but I'd like to mention it. It's the Wonder Beauty Illuminating Face Oil. Comes in a pink tube, and it's actually a pink product, and it's like a pearlized primer. And that one is really nice. It's also really comparable to this Becca First Light Priming Filter. This was a really nice primer. You'll notice that these are more hydrating primers because that's what I prefer. So this one's really good too. And then I liked the Too Faced Hangover RX spray. This is a 3-in-1, so it's technically a primer, like a refreshing spray and a setting spray. So I use it for priming and for setting. And then I also liked the Colourpop. This one's pretty new to me, but it's the, I've almost used all of it already. It's the Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. And this one's really nice, and it smells like coconut. So, well, like these both kind of do. So I like those. And I've been through, this is truly my ride or die product. I've been through about, this is probably my 5th bottle since May, probably. So that's a lot. I love this product. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about foundations. I don't have a lot of foundations that I love this year. I've tried a lot of foundations in 2019, and a lot of them I just, meh. This one was a standout product. This was the COIO Long Lasting Foundation, Life Proof Foundation, I think is what they called it. I was shade 101, and you can see I've used like pretty much all of it. Unfortunately, they did discontinue this, but they rebranded it, and it's sold by Soap and Glory now. It's like their Kick-Ass Foundation or something like that, but it's about 3 times the cost. So it's like $21 versus this was like $7, which is kind of a bummer. I haven't personally tried it, but the Koki Foundation, it's like a full coverage foundation, is supposed to be pretty comparable to this, but again, this was like my standout drugstore one. You can still get it, but it's 3 times the price, and it's rebranded, so kind of a bummer. For my high end, I honestly hated this product when I first bought it. This one is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm in shade Oslo, or L1. Pretty sure it's their lightest shade. It's a pretty good shade match though. I love this foundation, but when I first got it, it's pretty finicky, so like I had to figure out how to get it to work for my skin. So if you're looking for something that is not that's going to be easier to work with, this is probably not the one for you. I just started using the Too Faced foundation in 2020, so you might like that one better, but like the coverage and stuff is kind of comparable between these two. This one, I like because it takes a lot less product to use though. I put 4 pumps out on my hand, but 4 pumps equals maybe 1 pump of another foundation. So it kind of seems like I use a lot. But this one's lasted quite a long time. I've had it since April, maybe. Okay, next up is concealers. For concealer, I don't have a ton. My 2 favorites would be the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. The only reason I don't like this one as much is because I didn't buy the right shade. So I need I bought shade Fair 02 and it's so light. It's still beautiful though. And I actually like mixing these 2 together too, which I haven't done in a really long time. But both of them on their own are perfectly amazing. So the Colourpop one, I would probably need like Fair 05 maybe. They just haven't had it when I've been on their website because it's always sold out. So this one's great. This one though, the piece de resistance. I know that sounds insane, but this is the best concealer I've ever tried. However, if you don't like full coverage, if you didn't like the Tarte Shape Tape, well, no, I take that back, because I didn't like the Tarte Shape Tape, not the Shark Tape. I didn't care for the Tarte Shape Tape because it's too drying on me. So if you're like more oily or whatever, that one might be great for you. But this one's perfect for me. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I am in shade Swan, which is a bit of a yellow undertone to it. I can also use shade Cloud, but shade Cloud is a little bit too light. But I can use it in a pinch, it's fine. Because it's going to get darkened with my translucent powders anyways, because I'm so fair. So this is shade Swan, and this is an amazing concealer. It's full coverage to the house. Okay? Okay. So next up is setting powders. Setting powders were interesting this year. I've tried a lot of setting powders this year. However, I mean, I have a few favorites here. These are the first ones that I tried, was like the Marc Jacobs. This is the Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. This one was really nice. Did its job, set everything just fine. The only thing is it's like translucent, but you can, I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it's not quite fair enough for me, so that was my only caveat with that. Same with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. This one was a pretty good powder, and I actually really liked it, but the packaging is horrible. Like, I can't get the powder out of here. I'm gonna have to take the top of this off because there's still quite a bit of powder in there, I think. But I don't like this little, because then it comes into this and there's like nothing to like really pour it into without having to dig it out of all these crevices. So I didn't care for that too much. And like going like this, you can only bring up so much powder, and I needed more powder than that. So that was my only concern with that one. But otherwise, again, not quite as fair as I'd like it to be, but this was a really good powder as well. Both of these are high-end ones, of course. So if you're looking to splurge, like, these are nice powders. As far as drugstore powders, I really like the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is an 05 Fair, and it's about the closest thing to being the correct shade for me. And the packaging's not bad. You can pour into the cap. I mean, any powder you have is going to be messy, so it's messy, but it's a pretty good shade match. You can see it's quite a bit lighter than the Marc Jacobs powder, and it's like $5 at the drugstore, so a good powder if you're looking for something affordable. And the No Filter setting powder from Colourpop, I was surprised by this powder because I didn't hear super good things about the No Filter line. You know, a lot of mixed reviews on the foundations and such, and I haven't tried that foundation, but I did like their powder and I did like their concealer. So This one is a win, and this is a recent win too. I got it maybe November, maybe, whenever they had their Cyber Week sale, so I'm digging that one. Bronzer this year was pretty good. Had a lot of good drugstore options. I like the, let's see, the Milani Baked Bronzer, the L'Oreal Bronze Please. Those ones were pretty good, but these are my favorite. This one's from the drugstore. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this is in shade Light Bronzer, so it's the lightest one they have. Love this bronzer. So good. Hands down my favorite. And it's, you know, like $14 at the drugstore. This one is the GG Gorgeous. This is a higher end one. But it's definitely a close second. Like, I like them both equally, which is crazy because all I used was like the Physicians Formula for months. So I really like this one. This one's actually a bronzer duo. The 6 Sculpt Bronzer Duo in Tint and Extra. I'm not sure which shade is which, but I just swirled them together and used them both. So I really like that one, and it's, you know, like a little compact, and it's great. So next up is blush. And most of these are like illuminating blushes. I have a couple that are not, like the Morphe 8 Warm palette I really like this year, and this Milani, this is Blossom Time Rose. I really like that one this year, but these ones were my favorite. So this is the Milani Baked Bronzer in Petal Primavera. There's that one, and I had the L'Oreal Blush Please. This one is, you gotta have to be careful with it. It's just maybe like a smidge too dark for me, so in the summertime this works a little better for me. But they're both beautiful for drugstore products. For higher end, this one kind of caught me by surprise. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and this is in Risque. This is a beautiful blush. I tried it and I was like, oh, hello. How you doing? How's it going? I like you. So I really like that one. And then this one also caught me by surprise. This is the Ciate London Marbled Light Blush in Halo. So you can kind of see it's got like the lighter color in here to give it a little bit of sheen. And this is a beautiful blush as well, which I was kind of surprised because this came in a BoxyCharm, and I got this product, the Dewy Stick in Glow from Ciate London, and that product was horrible. If you guys want to see products I hated of last year, comment down below, and I can do that for you as well, because there was a lot of products I didn't like last year. Which is a bummer, because makeup's expensive. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for all the cat hair. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, as far as highlight, last year, these were my favorite products. I'm going to mention this one first because it's a little dark for me, so I have to use it as a mixer. But this is the Diamond Glow Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Summer Haze. And this is going to last me about 12 trillion years, but it's very blinding. And I love mixing it. And usually I'll mix it with the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow. So it's like a peachy goldy kind of blinding highlight. So I like this one, but I can't use it on its own. This one, however, you can see it's gotten lots of love this year. This is the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow highlighter. Their Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this one is great. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it's a nice pinky shade. It's blinding. I love a blinding highlight. If you're looking for something more subtle, this might not be your cup of tea. But it's from the drugstore, and it's like $5. So my two high-end ones are from the same company, but they're worth mentioning, both of them. These are the Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighters, and I've hit pan on this one already. But this is in shade Ice Cold, and Peach Goddess. Peach Goddess I'm actually wearing today, so that's what this one looks like. I'm wearing that one today. These are like $30 normally. I got Peach Goddess on sale for Black Friday for maybe like half the price, and then I bought this one full price, but this is the Ice Cold Skin Frost. It's a blinding white with, I think it has like a blue shift to it, maybe. That's kind of what it looks like swatched. Kind of hard to tell. I didn't do a very good swatch, sorry. So that's what that looks like. And they're both great products. This is by far my favorite highlighting formula, probably. And especially from Jeffree Star. I have another one of his in the Supreme Frost. This is the Snow Globe shade. Hate that one. So next up we have brows. Brows this year, I used quite a few of the same product. I mostly used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in shade dark brown. I also used like the Benefit version of this in their dark brown, which I think is like 3.5 maybe. I can't remember. I do like this one a little better. Yeah, I like this one just a little better. And then that was pretty much it for what I used for putting my brows on. But I also thought I would mention, this is the Colourpop Clear Brow Gel. This is really good. I mean, it's just an affordable brow gel option that I like this year. As far as mascaras, I didn't have like a ton of like favorites, but I want to mention, this isn't the shade that I wanted to talk about, but it's in my bag and I don't want to go get it. So the Colourpop BFF mascara is a really good affordable option. This is the Blue Ya Mind shade, which is a bright blue mascara, and it's beautiful as well. But I actually really like the black version, which is Black on Black, I think is the shade name. That one's a really good mascara and comparable to probably like Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I mean, it's fairly like waterproof. However, this one I like a little more, and I have on today just because it gives me like the nice wispy, like I'm here but I don't look clumpy. This is the Tarte Maneater mascara, and this is just their black version of it. And it's got kind of like a weird wand on it. It's like really spiky, kind of. But that's a really good mascara as well. And then I just want to mention this real quick. I don't do eyeliner because I'm terrible at it. But this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner in Blackest Black. So again, like it said, it's a waterproof mascara, and you can tell the waterproof from the regular version because it has these little water droplets on the outside of it. But I love using this for like the inner corner when I'm wearing lashes, because I don't line my eye, and I don't wear winged eyeliner. This is really great for connecting the corner to make it look like that your fake eyelashes don't look too fake, if that makes sense. Like, it just kind of like makes everything kind of blend together a little more. I have quite a few palettes here. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Morphe X Jeffree Star. This is the Artistry palette. I haven't used it a ton, but this is probably one of Morphe's better palettes in my opinion. The formula isn't super dry, and the mattes work really well together, and the shimmers are nice, and the glitter is really nice too as well. So just thought I would mention this one, even though I haven't used it a ton. It is one of my favorite palettes, and there's a lot of options in here too, for, you know, like fun colors, but also neutral looks in here as well. So I like that one. I also like the ABH Norvina. This is the Volume 1 Pro Pigment palette. I like this palette this year. You can see it's gotten quite a bit of love. These shimmers are ABH does a really good job with their shimmers. I just have to say it. They're probably one of the most blinding formulas that I own. And these mattes are all great. They all work well together and easy to blend. I'm just going to talk about these. These are all Colourpop shadows. So obviously I love Colourpop. I love their shadows. But these pressed glitters are my favorite. This one is Palooza. And then, I don't know what I have down here. Get Lost. I think this one's Hungry Ghost or something. Or no, Island Hopping? Where did I get Hungry Ghost from? So Island Hopping and then Castaway. So this year for eyeshadows from Colourpop, these pressed glitters were a standout for me. And then this is just like a Sephora magnetic palette that they're all in. And in there is my Kathleen Lights X Colourpop Dream Street palette. I depotted it and put it in there, so those are the smaller ones. Next up is another ABH palette. This is from ABH and this is their Riviera palette. I love this palette. I love it, love it, love it. This is, I mean, I don't, this was my first ABH palette, so I'm not really sure how it compares, but these mattes blend like a dream. You can tell like how much I've used these. Like these two paired with like this and the shimmer on my eye is like the best, most natural, just like easy eye look to do, which I love. So this is again the Riviera palette and I love it. A little honorable mention, I never would have bought this for myself, but my friend bought me this. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Tropic palette. This palette is so cute and these shimmers are beautiful. This one, I don't know what it's called, Laguna with Mint Frost on the eye look. Wow, so beautiful. Feeling like you're living your full mermaid vibes, truly. Next up is the Celestial Thunder palette from Dominique Cosmetics. We got this in the BoxyCharm box, maybe like in September, I can't remember. But this palette is beautiful. These mattes are so easy to work with, and this shimmer, it's more of a topper, but it's beautiful. And this one is beautiful as well, this black matter. So yeah, this is like a mini version of, I think the Celestial Storm palette, I want to say, is her bigger version of this and has all these shadows plus a few more in it. But that was beautiful and it was like really cool to have in a BoxyCharm. And then the last two I'm going to talk about is the Jeffree Star Alien palette. I love this palette mainly because I love X-Files. My friend bought me this palette, but these shimmers in here are wow. My only complaint is like this purple shadow, Area 51. You can't tell, I've dug into it so much, but it's a really dry formula. So that's the only one in here that I don't like love. But overall, I love the uniqueness of this palette and that it's got like all these cool tones in it. But you can create like a neutral eye look with it, or you can do something really fun and kind of grungy too. So I love this palette. My only complaint is like storage of this palette isn't the easiest, but other than that, I mean, that's not really a complaint. Last up is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette. You guys, if you're looking for a palette to go with all your other palettes that are maybe neutral palettes and you need a pop of color, this pretty much has it all. I mean, really. This palette was so much fun. I need to use it some more, but like this shadow with this and the Colourpop Palooza is like my favorite just yellow eye moment. But these mattes are really easy to work with. Even like these pastel shades are really easy to work with and fairly pigmented. But yeah, I love this palette and I love like how colorful and appealing it is to look at. So that's it for palettes. I have a lot of palettes that I don't really like that much and haven't used that much, and I can talk about those if you want to see like a if you want to see like a products that I didn't like in 2019, again, just let me know below. But while we're talking about eyeshadow, I want to talk to you. I told you I was going to mention a brush. Now I gotta find my brush in my thing of all my other brushes. This is the Morphe M433 brush. This is the perfect blending brush. It just gets like right in here, it goes all around, you can pack color on with it and then blend it out. If I could have about 1,500 of those, that would be great. Morphe, send me those, would ya? No? Okay. And then we're gonna talk about lips here. If you're looking for like fun pops of color, I really love the Hard Candy. These are the Velvet Mousse lip colors, and they come with like matching lip liners. Where is it? So they come in like a set for like $6 or $8 at the drugstore. And these are really fun if you're looking for like just a bold, fun pop of color lip. Otherwise, my favorite was the Colourpop Scorpio Moon. This is X Kathleen Lights lipstick, and it's just like a really pretty nude shade. As far as lip gloss goes, the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuits. These are really good. The Caught You Bare Naked is my favorite. It's a really cool toned shade of nude. My Jeffree Star lips. This one was my favorite for a long time. Unfortunately, the packaging on this one wasn't the best, and so it's like dried out quite a bit. But this was Christmas Cookie. I can't remember if they brought this back permanently, but it's a beautiful like nude shade if you're looking for like an everyday go-to. Otherwise, his Dominatrix lipstick and shade Leo lipstick are my favorites from him. And yeah. Oh, here's my, this is the Caught You Bare Naked liquid catsuit. And this in shade combo with the shade Scorpio Moon is my favorite like lipstick combo with gloss over the top. My favorite chapstick is the Burt's Bees chapstick. And yeah, I think that's it for lips. So like I said, if you want like a fun pop of color, the Hard Candy ones. If you want a really good long-lasting liquid lipstick, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. If you want a really nice shade of just a regular cream cream lipstick, the Colourpop ones are nice. And then the liquid catsuits are like a high pigmented gloss from Wet n Wild. Those are really nice as well. My favorite sponges, the Real Technique sponges. These are like $4 or $5 at the store. You don't need to go out and buy a beauty blender because honestly, they're overrated and overpriced. Okay, some of my favorite setting sprays. I'm sure you can already guess, but pretty much all the ones I have up here are favorites. That one's just like a face mist. If you're looking for an affordable drugstore option, the Milani Make It Last. I used that for months and months and months this year. My Too Faced one I've already talked about, but this is the Hangover RX 3-in-1. Love this one. I've been through like 5 of those. This one came in our BoxyCharm box. This is the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. This is beautiful, but if you don't like a glow, don't get this one. It's literally just like putting straight up kind of glitter on your face, but not glitter, if that makes sense. The Too Faced Do You setting spray, I like using this in conjunction with the Too Faced Hangover RX spray because this one isn't really a setting spray in my opinion. This one's like a finishing spray to add glow, so I'll also use it in conjunction with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist because this one sometimes doesn't give me enough glow. Like, it sets your makeup, don't get me wrong, this, you'll like this one if you just want something to set your makeup, but I also like to be looking hydrated as well, so this one's good to use with that. And then I also like the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all my favorite products this year. Like I said, I had a lot of misses this year. So if you guys want to see a video on that, I would be more than happy to talk about that. But yeah, there was a lot of products I didn't like, a lot of unfortunately wasted money, which sucks because like you want to try something and you want to like it so bad and you spent the money on it and then it sucks, and what do you do? So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for continuing to support me. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you want to see more things like this, just let me know. This year is kind of about like what you guys want to see from me, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to put out content that you guys don't really care about or don't want to see or whatever. So I've got a couple ideas coming up, and I want to do some fun makeup challenges and just kind of keep it light and fun this year and not make it such a chore. I feel like kind of last year I kind of got in this rut where it was a chore instead of a hobby, and I just want it to be a hobby. So that's what we're getting back into. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Again, thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!